What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my studio. So it seems like we got some more information regarding Sega's classics being remastered for the better when it comes to the modern consoles. And I have to say, all of this is bringing me more excited. The more I hear people talk about this, the more positive love and respect and flowers is given every time we talk about this topic, like Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, of course, my favorite franchise. And it wouldn't surprise me if Kid Chameleon or Eternal Champions might end up being development as well. But you know what? We're here to talk about three of the franchises that I grew up with the most. And this one should have you feeling more excited each time I talk about it. Shinobi, slay the enemies in the silence of the moment. Run through the world of Shinobi, full of monsters and ninja actions. Grab Orzuki, the legendary sword, and to slay evil once more. Your clan and the world are counting on you. Now, even though I botched that a little bit, but just hearing this story, it makes you think about all of the classic 1990s titles like Shinobi 1, 2, and 3. But in actuality, I feel like it's starting to sound like a movie because the last time I did a story on this, there was rumors about them doing a Shinobi movie way back in 2016. Now, I would have loved to see that happen, but can you honestly imagine someone from Hollywood who is an A-lister who can pretty much bring the franchise to life? And honestly, I feel like this is definitely by far the most exciting moment to be a Sega fan as a whole, because I love Shinobi. I love what they're doing with this project. And speaking of Shinobi, the remastered version, and if you notice in this image, it is made by the people who did the Streets of Rage 4 and TMNT Shredder's Revenge game. If that isn't enough to get you excited, I really don't know what to tell you, because I personally am beyond excited about the future of Sega. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if they actually came out with a brand new console. I would definitely buy that console with a heartbeat. So, Golden Axe. And honestly, I feel like Golden Axe is one of the stronger franchises because it's fantasy mixed with Conan the Barbarian style. But you know what? The story itself is pretty interesting. Now, if you get Arnold Schwarzenegger to cast someone who is the main protagonist in Golden Axe, the character with the sword, I forgot his name, but can you imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger playing that character? If he were, well, I think you know the point. Golden Axe. Warriors arise to subdue the demons. Defeat your enemies with a variety of attacks with swords and magic. The legendary story about the battle axe, Golden Axe, is about to begin. And honestly, just looking at that trailer alone, the way that Golden Axe looked from 2D to 3D, you can tell it looks something that came out of a mobile game, but I seriously digress. But in all honesty, I feel like Golden Axe is one of those franchises where it can build you up to be a strong individual, because the way the story is laid out of how you're playing with these characters and the way it gets you more excited each time you play with your favorite characters. Now, I haven't played the game in a long time, so I really don't know the characters that well, but I do remember what they look like. But this female character right here is my favorite one because I feel like she has something very special among the team. And that guy with the sword, I like him too. But I think two of them are one of my favorite characters from this series, and it definitely shows why Sega is remastering all of the games. And if they do, I really hope they can just somehow voice over the characters, create a storyline out of it. Now, this franchise, Streets of Rage, aka Bare Knuckle, I want to see this franchise grow, and it's continuing to grow since Streets of Rage 4. in 2019 when it first came out. Streets of Rage Revolution. Beloved side-scrolling beat-em-up action series. Take control of one of the ex-officers and make the city a place where people no longer have to walk the streets, the Streets of Rage, excuse me. I'm gonna read it to you one more time so you'll be able to get a clear reading for me. Streets of Rage Revolution. Beloved side-scrolling beat-em-up action series. Take control of one of the ex-officers and make the city a place where people no longer have to walk the streets of rage. And you know what? Like I said, I think this series is gonna end up going crazy. But when the game comes out, it's going to be one of my top played games of 2024. What are your thoughts on this new information? Link to the article will be down below. And I'm gonna catch you in my next one.